Friday, September 4th, day 108. Today we hiked about 5 miles to where we met the support vehicles. We ate a late breakfast or early lunch with the vehicles, and we dropped off the dog. After that, I believe we plan to hike about 18 miles beyond that. I think we're down to only 5 or 6 of those miles are left. So we're making decent time today. Just a few miles back, we were taking a quick break at a lake when this couple hiked by, and they offered us Snicker bars. Apparently they hike a lot in Washington and Oregon, and they run into a lot of thru hikers, and they say the most requested item that they get is Snicker bars. So they just started hiking with a bag of them, so if they ever encounter thru hikers, they can just hand them out. So yeah, they're only the fun-sized ones, but we got 3 apiece, so yep, that's a fair amount of candy, and it's definitely very welcome. A good pick-me-up in the middle of the day. Another thing that happened is Jerica took a fairly good tumble today. I know when a lot of hikers are hiking, they'll frequently, stub a toe on a rock or something and kind of trip, but Jerica takes it to a whole nother level. So far, she's fallen completely at least once in every state, and yeah, Washington makes it her final state, and it only took her 3 days to accomplish that feat. We stayed with the support vehicles at a campground overnight, and then we slept in until about 7, so we got a little bit of a later start today. We've hiked probably about 8 miles so far, and we hiked that with Willow. So we're waiting here for the support vehicles to drop her off, and then we'll continue on. Hopefully, I believe we plan to get somewhere around 25 miles in today, so I suppose another 17 miles or so. I still think we should have time. It's only, it's getting close to noon, so we should still have time, I think, to make that distance before it gets dark. We've made it to where we're going to make camp for the night, and behind me you can see a pretty good view of Mount Adams. Looks like a pretty awesome mountain. Might be worth coming back and trying to climb at some point, but it also looks, maybe a little more difficult than some of the other ones that we've seen. But maybe there's an easier site up, and if not, I don't know. Trying something harder might be a good idea. Today we only made it probably around 20 or 21 miles. We didn't quite make it as far as we had originally thought we would, as the support vehicles struggled to find us when around the middle of the day when we wanted to drop the dog off. We just told them to meet us on Forest Road 88 or something, and apparently there were a lot of different Forest Road 88s, so it took them a little bit of time to try and find where we were at. So yeah, basically by the time they found us, it took them about an hour and a half or so, and then we were just able to drop off the dog, grab a quick lunch with them, and then we were back on the trail. And made it, probably about another 12 to 13 miles, so yeah, maybe we may not have made the most miles ever today, but it's been a pretty good day other than that, and we get a nice view of Mount Adams at our camp, so yeah, silver linings, I guess. We have this river crossing to deal with.
It's Monday, September 7th. We are here in the Goat Rocks Wilderness. We have been climbing pretty much since we left camp this morning, so about 10 miles ago. We've been in this green valley, and we've been getting some pretty good views. Sometimes we can see Mount Adams behind us. Now I think we're finally coming up on a saddle from which we'll be able to see the actual goat rock for which the wilderness is named after. There is Mount Adams. Here we are, some more rocks. This is one of the, I think, more pretty areas in Washington, one of the more well-known and talked about. We had been hearing about the Goat Rocks for a while and seeing lots of pictures on Facebook. So it's pretty cool looking. Let's take a look.
Today we've probably hiked about 10 or 12 miles and are now in the Goat's Rock area, I think it's called. Yeah, it's a pretty nice looking area. Seemed like the beginning part of Washington and the end of Oregon as well. So the end of Oregon to the beginning of Washington was a lot of just walking in the trees, which got a little boring. So this is our first time to, kind of get some really good views and be out of the trees and feel like we're high up in someplace interesting. So yeah, just kind of looking forward to this area and am not really disappointed with it. It's a pretty cool area. I believe we plan to hike about 25 miles a day, so probably another 17 miles or so. Wait, maybe another 15 miles or so. Other than that, not much to say. This area's been pretty awesome, and I'm hoping the rest of Washington will be more similar to this than it was just walking through the trees, but I guess we'll see how it goes.
The stunning views just keep coming here in Goat Rock's wilderness. It's Monday, September 7th. We're here in the Goat Rock's wilderness and we've hit snow. It's been a long time since we've had any snow. It might have been since the Sierras, or at least definitely since we've seen this much. You can see a nice little pool there. We think that's Mount Rainier over there. Just been stunning views. Keep stopping to take a lot of pictures. It's really been slowing us down, but such a cool and pretty area. Really trying to just enjoy it. This snow isn't any problem at all. It's quite level and easy to walk on right now. Farther up, we have a choice of staying on the PCT or taking an alternate. According to recent comments, there's more snow on the normal PCT, and it might be a steeper traverse. The higher route is apparently a little more effort. You have to climb some, but you get a knife edge ridge walk, and then there is a patch of snow, but it's smaller and possibly easier to cross. We're thinking we're probably going to take the alternate, but we're going to get up here and take a look at the choices and double check with the clouds and weather that it's good to go up onto a knife edge ridge. There has been quite a few clouds passing over. Some of them are quite dark, but overall it hasn't seemed like it's been too bad.
So we took the alternate. I suppose on a good day the views would be better. We got some, I don't know, dust or fog or something in some of our views, so a little bit.
So down there is where we were, before we climbed up. Dakota coming down. It is very windy.
So the trail is pretty cool here. It goes there on the knife edge. And you can see one's up there. Yeah, one up farther over there and on that mountain too. So pretty cool section of trail.
There's mountain goats.
We're on Goat Rocks, and down there you can see a whole bunch of goats. Yeah, it doesn't really look like they pick up well on the camera, but there's a big herd of them right there.
It's Monday, September 7th. We've been in the Goat Rock Wilderness for a while. Now we're starting to descend, and you can see that we've hit practically white-out smoke conditions now. We weren't sure at first if this was just a storm, or dust being blown up, or or fog, but now that we're in it, we can smell that it's smoke, and it's really obscuring our views. We're not sure where the fire is or where the smoke came from, but it's thick and all around us.